Breaking news. Gather around your kids, get your wife, everyone. Listen up to this world-changing stuff. Jazz Chisholm is in some sort of drama with another team. I know. Starting off your Monday with the shocker of all shockers. Yeah, I know, not shocking at all. Jazz Chisholm is not shy to show his emotions and let the world know how he feels about anything, which is great. I respect it. With that will come some controversy. With that will come some controversy in tensions with other teams. Although this time around, it's a situation where if it looks to be what it is, if it looks like what's being reported, Jazz seems to be fully in the right, honestly. Really quick, if you're part of the 55% of viewers not subscribed yet and enjoy the videos, consider hitting that button as we're in the middle of an inning in the second game of a 3-game series between the Yankees and Braves. Jazz is standing on third base and he's seen yelling at someone in the Braves dugout, giving him the old crybaby face, telling him to pipe it down, tells his third base coach, like, get a load of this friggin' idiot. Now, good job to the Yankee broadcast for getting this. So go inside the Braves dugout, switch this POV around, and it was Braves coach Eddie Perez that Jazz was yelling at because he's seen yelling out to Jazz. But look what he does. He's pointing at his head. He makes a pointing gesture at his head multiple times. And usually what that means is like a warning that you're going to get hit in the head. I remember seeing that for the first time years ago when Kelvin Herrera on the Royals made that gesture toward Brett Lowry on the A's. When those two were going at it, that was a heated incident. There was all this tension. Then he throws behind him, gets ejected, and while walking off does this twice. And that's a big no-no. As much as you may hate a player or have beef with him, whoever it is, I think everyone can agree you don't aim for the head for obvious reasons. You just don't do that. So Perez does this to Jazz. Jazz keeps yelling back at him about it. When he makes his way back to the Yankee dugout, he's telling Judge about it like a kid telling his mom who his bully is. I love it. So what the hell is going on? What is this all about? Why was there any yelling between the two in the first place? Why was Perez motioning at his head like he was saying Jazz should get hit there or something? What the hell is going on? Apparently, sign stealing. There have been some interesting occurrences this season with sign stealing. Legal sign stealing, teams just simply picking up on the opposing pitcher's signs and relaying them to the hitters at the plate. You can do that. And a couple of times it's turned into not fights, you know how these baseball guys are, but it's gotten some people mad. Cal Raleigh was relaying signs to home plate during a game earlier this year in Toronto. Jose Barrios then told Raleigh what he was doing and was all up in arms about it. The Red Sox first base coach, Jose Flores, picked up on something with Tyler Anderson on the Angels and was relaying his signs to the Sox hitters at home, only for Anderson to find that out and confront Flores during batting practice about it a couple days later. The two were yelling F you to each other. I mean, it got pretty intense. And recently the Yankees were picking up on Mariners pitcher Andres Munoz's tendencies, and just like the Astronomer CEO and head of HR, they had zero intent on keeping that to themselves. They couldn't make it less obvious that something was awry. They were waving their arms, basically telling the Mariners straight up, we have a giveaway, we have your signs. And what the arm wave meant was that Munoz was about to throw a slider, and they ended up scoring a couple runs off Munoz and winning that game. Well, they were back at it now in Atlanta, which is what this new Jazz drama is all about. When Jazz was on second base, to them it looked like he was relaying signs to home plate with Volpe at the plate, which he very well may have been. And just like I said about Barrios and just like I said about Anderson, I'm going to say the same thing about Eddie Perez. This is legal to do. It's in the rulebook somewhere. If your signs suck, that's on you. That's exactly what it says in the rulebook. No, I'm just kidding, but it would be great if it did. Point is, you're shitting in your own toilet. Don't blame your neighbor. Like, yeah, we have an edge on you we picked up on naturally, but we're not going to use it because we're going to be nice. And while we're at it, we're actually going to take you to dinner and wine and dine you. Like, what do you think this is? And if you have an edge like that, you'd sure as hell use it too. Cal Raleigh isn't a hypocrite. He was the one relaying signs off of Barrios, and when his pitcher had his signs stolen, Raleigh said, yeah, that's on us. We got to figure that out. Like, I get getting upset and being heated in the moment in a competitive way, but you should not be more upset at anyone than yourself when your own guy is having his signs relayed by the opposition. Well, MLB is now investigating whether Perez was threatening Jazz or not. Perez denied it. This is what he said. These are his own words. I was just saying, be smart. I like that guy. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, okay. And he got mad about it. I don't know why he got mad about it. So I was like, take it easy. And he started doing some stuff. What does that even mean? Be smart? About what? He is being smart. You're the team tipping your signs. If Jazz isn't being smart, God knows where your head is at. I'm not going to fully accuse Perez of saying Jazz should get hit in the head because I don't 100% know that that's what he said or meant. But I'm just going to ask, what else did he mean by this? Asking him to be smart doesn't make any sense, and we've seen this gesture before. It usually means the worst. If Perez did indeed threaten Jazz in some way, karma bit him and the Braves in the ass, because the Yankees ended up winning this game, a game they were down 7-2 in at one point. They came back to win 12-9 and then won again on Sunday 4-2 to win the series. Whether karma or not, this series turned into another Braves low light fast in a season that's been full of them, unfortunately. Join the Discord server in the pinned comment below to connect with the community. It's really fun. Let me know your thoughts, and thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.